Yeah, today we're going to learn Chinese characters. Chinese characters in Chinese is known as what? What is Chinese Han people is? In Chinese is Han. And what is character in Chinese is? Try.
Z.
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 The Chinese characters in Chinese is called Hanzi. Can you try?
汉字
Han.
Yes, yes. The verb for Hanzi is xie. Either you can xie Hanzi or you can ta Hanzi. Anybody? What is ta? If xie is right, what is ta? Apart
read
from writing, what you can do with characters?
read
Pronounce.
Yeah, this is also actually right, read, but this is not the read. What is it? And what
speak
again? Huh?
draw
Pronounce.
Very close. Not draw, but what do you do on your phones?
Type.
Yes, very good. Very good, very good. So either you can ta Hanzi or you can xie Hanzi. Ta Hanzi or xie Hanzi. Okay. Can you show Hanzi? Can you speak Chinese characters?
Yes. 对
Putue. Can you speak hiragana, kathagana? You write hiragana, kathagana. What do you speak?
we
You speak
Okay.
Japanese or Chinese. That's a dialect. So
Yes.
these are, so whenever we are talking about characters, it's always xie Hanzi, ta Hanzi. But whenever we want to say, I speak Chinese, what will you say? Wo shuo? You don't say wo shuo Hanzi. What will you say? Wo shuo?
中文
Yes. Either you can say Chungwen, or we have one more way to say Chinese language. It's called Hanyu. 我说汉语. I hope everybody is getting this. When you're speaking a language, you show Chungwen and Hanyu. When you're writing, typing, reading a language, you say Hanzi. Hanzi. These are completely two different systems and mechanisms. ठीक है, वर्ब्स भी डिफरेंट होते हैं क्योंकि कई बार स्टूडेंट्स ये मिस्टेक करते हैं कि वो लिखते हैं वॉश ये हान यू. इट्स इनकरेक्ट. यू डोंट स्पीक लाइक दैट. वॉश वो हांज. नोप, कांट से लाइक दैट. सो दोनों के वर्ब्स अलग है. Okay. Now, as we have talked about Hanzi, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to show you some Hanzi. So, Varun, for this class, I want you to just observe. I don't want you to participate because you already know most of the characters. The other people who do not know the characters at all, I want you to just imagine different, just imagine what does these characters mean to you. It could be anything from ladder to keynote to whatever is coming to your mind, okay? It doesn't have to be right, but I want you to unlock your creative brain and think, if you have to remember this character, what kind of story will you make? Okay, so what do you think this character is? Just tell me, like, what does it look like, the shape wise?
Open window.
Open window, great. What about this one?
Music.
Music. What about this? Other people can also speak, huh? Shruti and Meet, Sanskriti.
this looks like shui
Sanskrit, huh? Who said it?
Shui, Meet, I think, said it.
Acha, huh. What is Shui?
water
How does it look like water?
no I don't know. I just know this one character so
Acha, okay. Anybody else? What does it look like to you? Imagine you don't know what is it. How will you resonate with this character? Sanskriti,
The
Red
person.
Power Ranger to me.
Power Ranger. Huh? Okay, Power
Yeah.
Ranger works. Yeah. What about you, Sanskriti? What do you think?
Like a person dancing.
A person dancing. Okay, could be. What about next character? What does it look like?
Tick,
matchstick
Sorry, matchstick. Okay, next one.
like a house.
Like a house. Very nice. What about next one?
Two people
Two
walking.
people walking. Okay, next one.
PNG.
Yeah, PNG. A lot of people sometimes say PNQ also. Very nice. Next one.
Run.
Anybody else? What else?
A.
A. Yeah, it could like look like A without like the dash. A lot of people tell me this looks like also like a tent. Like a tent. Okay, what about this one?
More like a tent.
More like a tent, yeah. More established tent. Okay, what about this one?
Candles.
Candles, nice. Yeah, it does look like a candle. I can make
This
candles.
is Lu, right?
Putwe means
Mountain.
correct. Ha, but right
Yeah.
now we don't want to do characters. We want to just imagine these different
Yeah.
different things. We are not doing real things. Okay.
Imagination.
Yeah. What about this one? If you know already characters, those who know it already don't speak. I want to only participate with students who doesn't know characters at all. What about this one? What do you guys think this is?
Box.
Box, very nice. What about this?
The tent without the stick.
Tent without a stick. Great. Love it. What about this?
Tents on tents.
Tents on. But this was like two people, no? So now these are tents.
It's like the motorcade on Republic Day.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that it looks like a little like that. What about this one?
Someone running.
Someone running. Okay. Yeah, could be that. Okay, super. So what we just did right now is creating our own stories to make sense of these characters. Okay, and that's what we are going to do in real life as well when we learn Chinese characters. We learn Chinese characters through two ways. One is through storytelling, another is through making up our own imaginary things. Okay, so this what we did was making up our own imaginary stories to just relate with the design, whatever it looks like. Okay, now let us see your imagination, how will it practically implement. So first we're going to look at what's the history and how many types of Chinese characters are there. Anybody knows how old is this language in terms of years? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000? How?
10,000. It's definitely as old as India's.
Okay, any other answer?
5,000.
Very close. So the characters are actually discovered at least 5,000-6,000 years ago. And that time only three kind of civilization used to exist: Chinese civilization, Egyptian civilization, Indus civilization. So in all these three civilization, the way words were written were not through ABCD. It was pure symbol. Even our Devanagari script was all pure symbolic. बहुत लेट आया A, A, I, E, E. पहले नहीं था. इजिप्ट का आप लोगों को पता ही है कितना सिंबॉलिक है. वहां पे अगर अभी भी हम पिरामिड्स के अंदर इफ यू गो यू विल सी सो मेनी सिंबल्स. So previously the ancient civilization, the way they communicate was through symbols. Now how are they making up the symbols? They are seeing things around them and making it up. For example, they saw a sun around them and they draw a circle and a dot, and that changed, and this window kind of thing actually is the character for sun. So the circle turned into like a rectangle and the dot is turning into a dash. Similarly, moon, they saw a crescent shaped moon, they drew that, and today it more or less looks like this. It's not a straight line, but like a slanting line because it's trying to represent the moon, the crescent shape. So the Chinese writing system is based on drawings of things they saw in the world around them. So if you do any vocabulary, especially nouns and verbs, it's very easy to remember the characters because most of them are deriving out of the thing that they are seeing in the world around them. Let us do some of the nouns which actually are present in our nature. Okay. Before doing that, another thing I just want to mention is, अगर आप लोगों ने वो videos देखी है that I have sent you, you will know that Chinese characters were actually originally written in a oracle bone scripture, which is nothing but a tortoise का shell. Anybody knows what was the first character that was ever written on that tortoise shell? It was in the video. Okay, it was a character for fish. And your dictionary app Pleco is actually a fish. Pleco means a fish. So the character app also has the character for fish in it. Like why? It's because of this logic. Like the first ever character that was written in Chinese was the character for fish. Interestingly. Anyways, from Oracle Bone scripture, they turned into gold text, then they turned into seal script. So जितना आपका script और surface change होता रहता है ना, वैसी handwriting styles भी change होती रहती है. दैट्स व्हाई इनकी हैंडराइटिंग स्टाइल पहले बहुत कर्वी थी, अब एकदम स्ट्रेट लाइंस है, ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ दीज चेंजेस दैट हैपेंस ओवर द थाउजेंड ऑफ ईयर्स. Now, let us see some of the nature-based things and see if you can relate and tell me the meaning. So, we already did sun and moon. And now, what is this?
Mountains.
Yeah, so as Meet said correctly, that this character is actually the character of a mountain. But now you can relate it better because this was like the mountain. उसका imagine करो कि peaks जो हैं melt हो गई हैं. So, just peaks are left like. And it also looks like a Shivji ka Trishul. So that is also another way to remember this character. What about the next one? What does it look like, this drawing?
River.
Yeah, river is made up of?
Water.
Yes. So actually, my Chinese people saw river and then they drew river, and through river, the character for water came into existence. So today, more or less, this character is the character for water. But where is it coming from? It's coming from the space की ये जो straight line है, it was like a curvy line. And ये जो दो lines आ रही हैं, ये खाली ऐसे straight line थी, जो कि जुड़ के अब ऐसी दिखती हैं. Okay, so this is the word for water. What about the next one? What do you think next is?
Clouds raining.
Raining, very
Rain.
good. Is actually the word for rain. So if I say the word 下雨, so yu is actually means rain. And today, or more or less, the character looks like this for rain. Okay. For another character, I have to do a little bit of more drawing for you to relate with it. What do you think is this character?
Tree.
Yes, it's a tree. So इसकी ये stems हैं और ये branches हैं. And the tree slowly look like this. तो यहाँ पे भी अगर मैं हल्का सा circle बनाऊंगी, तो you can imagine this looks like a tree. What about the next one? What do you think in nature? What does this look like in nature? What does this represent? Think about farmlands. अगर आप कहीं गांव में जाते हो, ऐसा क्या दिखता
Grass.
है आपको? What are else? Grass के अलावा?
Wheat.
Wheat, very good. So this is basically represents grain. So this character now looks like this, which is like a tree and उसके ऊपर line, and looks like a grain का character. Grain का character. Grains, which could be wheat or rice. What about the last one? What does this look like?
Shoulder.
Shoulder,
Someone
very
bending like an old man.
someone bending, right? So like an old man. So it's literally like an old person bending with a stick. So you guys are very close for saying shoulder or like a old person. So now this old person have turned into more like a this kind of character. This character is a character for person, which somebody said already.
Run.
Run. Yeah. So this is like the smiley face, and this is like the imagine the foot, feet. So yeah, this is the character for a person. So that's it. So if I show you the original drawings of the characters, you can actually decipher the modern day way of writing characters. So next part, after understanding ki, oh, how characters are coming, let us understand how many characters are there and how many actually we need to learn. So in case you are taking up this language seriously enough that you're planning to do level 3 with me, I will introduce characters to you after level 2. Level 1, level 2 exams is in Pinyin. I also teach in Pinyin. But after level 2, we do level 1, level 2 characters for 2 months, and then we go to level 3. So you can opt for Mandarin classes even if you are not looking for characters, because level 1, level 2, we focus on speaking and listening more. But after that, we move to reading and writing more. And of course, there is speaking as well, but it's like a 7-month course. So we do reading, writing, speaking, listening, everything. Now, the question is how many characters are there? Let us understand that. What is our goal? So, if you check on Google, right, Google will tell you we have 54,648 Chinese characters. But even an average Chinese doesn't know that much characters. An average Chinese know 10% of these characters, which is about 5 to 6,000 characters. We even don't have to learn and understand even average Chinese version as well. Our goal is ki at least we should able to read 90% of Chinese characters, right? 90% is not even 5,000. So let's talk about first very minimal. Minimum characters 70%. If you want to read and recognize anything up to 70% in Mandarin, you just have to know up to 380 characters. That you achieve with HSK level and 1 and 2 characters. Let's say your goal is 90, मुझे तो 70 से भी आगे जाना है. Let's say we go 90%. So if you do 1000 characters, you can actually reach the level of 90%. 1000 character you reach once you do HSK 4. HSK 4 में you'll actually reach up to 13 or 1400. Till HSK 3, you reach up to 700, 750. So even HSK 3 is also great level to be at in terms of recognizing and reading characters. You can start reading a lot of like books as well. Like obviously there are gonna be like a graded level books, like books meant for you guys, for your level, but you can read. So your goal is not 54,000 or 5,000. Your goal is start with 380. Then if you have more interest, then go for 1,000 or 1,200. So this is what we are looking at. And when you look at this is very, very doable, very much doable. I can make you achieve this in 2 months, within 2 months, literally. Another part of Chinese characters that I would like to discuss before we get into the writing part is there are actually 2 ways of writing Chinese language. Anybody knows what are those 2 ways? कीपैड इंस्टॉल करते हुए शायद आया हो, कुछ आया था?
Simplified and traditional.
Very good, very good. So आपका कीबोर्ड टाइप करते हुए भी you might have gotten that, oh, do you want simplified characters or traditional characters, right? So simplified, traditional characters are used in Taiwan and Hong Kong, and simplified characters are used in mainland China and Singapore. When I say use, it's basically जितने भी signboards है, menu cards, anything. It's either in traditional or simplified. Now, what is the difference between the two? Traditional matlab traditional style of writing characters. What do you think, traditional style of writing was difficult or modern is difficult?
Traditional.
Which looks more complicated? Yeah,
Traditional.
traditional is more complicated to write. So if there is a word called sh, which is food, this is like traditional style, this is a modern way of writing. So modern way of writing, we call it simplified characters. Why Chinese people simplified the characters? It's because previously in China, the literacy rate of China was very poor. Like only 20% people were able to read and write Chinese. And because your characters were tough, like it's still very tough if you have to write them. So Chinese people were like, how do we increase our literacy rate? So they came up with a lot of policies, and one of the policies was, okay, let us make some characters simple to read and write. Another
So-
policy that they came up with was ki they are putting subtitles in all the Chinese movie that's being shown in the cinema halls, so that people look at characters when they're watching a Chinese movie.
So does this mean that if you learn how to write simplified characters, you will
Yeah.
not be able to read traditional because
You can. So if you can see this pie chart, this pie chart is trying to tell us that this is simplified characters, this is traditional characters, and this is in between. In between means these characters lie in simplified and traditional both. So even if you learn to read simplified Chinese and you want to at some point switch to traditional Chinese, it's not going to be that difficult for you. It's going to be easy. It takes like about 2-3 weeks, but it is very much doable and possible. Because even if I practically show you, let's say one article, okay, you'll as a practical example, Mandarin. So if let's say we take a lesson, okay, I'm going to switch off the opinion so that you can focus on characters. So this is simplified characters. I'm going to switch to traditional. I'm going to put a mark on some characters which have turned into traditional now. And I'm going to switch to again simplified. Just see how few characters are turning into traditional. The rest basically are coming in the both ways basically. Yeah. I'm going to switch to simplified again. Traditional. Simplified. Traditional. So I hope you can understand. Like hardly 20% characters are there, which is traditional. So that will happen everywhere. Like only 20% will be there, which is traditional, and it's not that tough to master that. If you wish to do it in future, of course. When I went to Taiwan for 3 weeks, it took me 2 weeks to switch my brain to traditional. I also did a little bit of practice of traditional characters, but like it took me 2 weeks to switch my brain to traditional, but it was easy. It was not that difficult. And now the Japanese characters are actually traditional Chinese. So
They
people
are
who
traditional,
learn
yeah.
Japanese, for them, simplified is gonna be like a new, not completely new, but slightly new format of writing. You will
It
not
looks
So,
looks
ja
wow. Yeah.
huh?
characters are same?
In
Yeah,
what?
kanji is the same.
Huh,
Like,
kanji. Traditional kanji, Japanese characters are same as traditional Chinese. Same,
and
exactly same.
hiragana, katakana are also
Nahin,
same?
hiragana, katakana is a different script. So they have three script: hiragana, katakana, kanji. So
Yeah.
kanji is coming from Chinese.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah,
fun fact. Like Japanese is made up of Chinese. Like they took it from China, the kanjis.
yeah,
Okay. And I've heard that signboards and everywhere it's written in a mix of three. Is it
yeah,
true?
yeah.
Okay.
But if you know kanji, then you can understand it. Even you don't know hiragana, katakana. So it's like free. You are learning Chinese and Japanese together.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the only the pronunciation you won't be able to speak, because pronunciation of each character is going to be very different in Japanese versus Chinese. So yeah, but characters wise you can understand. You can understand the meaning even if you don't know how to pronounce it. Okay. Anybody got a chance to watch the videos that we have sent, because there was like a video on like 6 mechanisms of Chinese characters. Anybody got a chance? Okay, Meet have seen.
Yeah.
Meet knows it. Akshat knows it. Sanskriti, Shruti? Sanskriti, you saw it. Okay. Shruti, Varun? Okay, Varun haven't seen it. Shruti? No, you haven't. Okay. Okay. If you get time, please watch it. Those people who have watched it, you already know how Chinese characters are getting formed, right? So there are these 6 mechanisms or 6 groups. It's called pictograph, ideograph, compound ideograph, pictophonetic, transfer character, phonetic loan. So I don't teach everything. I only teach 3 groups which are easier to understand and remember, and through which we can are also going to build upon the characters as well, which is pictograph, ideograph, compound ideograph. Let us quickly understand what is what. Pictograph is literally picture based character. You see a picture and you derive the character out of it. What is this picture about? Anybody? What is this picture about? What do you think is happening?
Smile.
Huh.
Sitting.
Basically,
Mouth
like a
is
Buddha
open.
is sitting and smiling, right? And we have captured his smile over here. And the smile actually now looks like this, which is becomes the character for mouth. Very good. So this actually square thing is not a window or anything, but is actually the character for mouth. Mouth. What about this? What does it look like?
Horse.
Horse. So this is how we draw the original character of horse. This is how it looks like in traditional. This is how it looks like in modern. So modern way, if I have to make you remember the horse, I will still ask you, please remember this is like the back of the horse, this is the front of the horse, and this is like the tail. And that's how you draw it. What about this? What does this look like?
Door.
Door, excellent. So door in Chinese they drew it like this. Now traditional character look like this, like a PQ wala thing, but modern way is even more simplified. Modern is like literally like this and this. You have to remember that this is also like a door. Door. What about this?
Tree.
Tree, very good. So tree ka oracle bone scripture is like this. So you can see some characters are same in traditional simplified, some are different now. One of the very interesting character that you should be remembering is that word for entrance. Entrance in Chinese is called Mankhao. So if you go to any shopping mall, this is the character you will see for Mankhao. In simplified, you will be seeing this. If you go to Taiwan or Hong Kong or Japan, you might see as can't find the traditional character. Oh, here it is. मैं कितना पीछे छुपा हुआ है. Or you will see something like this. This is actually the word for entrance. Mankhao. Mankhao. Okay. And because you have done the character for what do you call mountain. So I don't know. So somehow the story is if you make two mountains, that becomes the word for out. So like exit in Chinese is called chu khou, which is like two mountains and like mouth radical. So it looks like this. It looks like this. Oh, Anisha. Yeah, here. This. Okay. So this is all pictograph. Now, ideograph is basically characters which are giving you a certain idea. Imagine the way you can write 1, 2, 3 is 1 is literally 1 line, 2 is 2 lines, 3 is 3 lines. Imagine if you want to write middle, character for middle, you basically draw a rectangle and put the line in middle. Imagine if you want to draw the character for above and below. You take a line, and if you draw above the line, it's like above, and same with same line, if you draw below, it becomes a character for below. So these are like they are giving ideas for these abstract meaning, up and down, middle, first. These are ideograms. Now I will explain you compound characters, which is like you take single characters and combine it. While we do that, we are also going to recognize 8 characters. So I have a table for you here. I want you to visualize ki what do you see the pictures? Like what is this picture about? So what is this picture? Where are these 3 people?
In a field.
Very good, in a field. So the way field used to represent it as a character is like through plus sign and a box and a plus sign. This is a character of a field. Okay, what is this guy doing? And if you don't understand what this guy doing, try to see what I am doing. What am I showing?
Biceps.
Biceps, है ना? Biceps. Now, what do biceps represent? If I have biceps,
Strength.
yes,
Strength.
very good, strength. Now, bicep, instead of above, I am like moving it down like this, the way he is doing it. And that's how the character for strength comes. So it looks like this only. Now the compound character. Compound character is combining the field and strength. So there is a Chinese story. The only person who has enough strength to work in a field is a man. So this is the character for a man. That's how the compounding is happening. If this is the character for a man, which is the next character?
Woman.
Women. Now, how is women represented? Women is representing kneeling down. She is in her kneels, in a kneeling pose. There are 2 stories around it. One story is like it is kneeling down because a queen has to always kneel down in front of the king. Another story is a lot of women, whenever they circle around and talk, and whenever they are together, they're always in a kneeling down position and talking. So that's why there's this character of like women kneeling down. So if you can see, this is like the face, and this is women kneeling down, and this is the bobby pin. So it move. Today it looks like this. So right now also, if I draw the character, imagine like this is the front portion, and now here is the kneel down happening. This is the back portion, and this is the bobby pin. So that's how you think about it when you're writing the character as well for women. Okay, after women, what do you guys think is the next character? Where the monster is coming out from?
Window or door.
Door, very good. He's coming out of a door. If you guys remember, I told you the door ka character simplified mein, it becomes like this. This is the door ka character. What about next character? What does it look like?
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah, so see, when you did not see a visual picture, you were thinking that it looks like a man running. But now I have put visuals to it. Now you can clearly see, oh, that's how they got the character for fire. What about the next one?
Hand.
Very good, hand. And the last one?
Baby.
Baby. Now, how the
Although
character is baby coming from is because this is again a modern character. Original character is much more relatable. See and see. I don't even have to explain where is it coming from. It's literally this saw baby. This is baby ka face, ye uski body, or iska haath. And modern times they can't draw a circle, so they draw something like this, and then still the body is there and hand is there. Okay. And just by telling you these few stories, I'm gonna now show you the actual characters and see how much your memory remember the characters because of storytelling. Okay, see, what is this?
Door,
Door. What is this?
Women.
Women.
Woman.
Women. What is this?
field,
Field. What is this?
Baby.
baby,
Baby.
Baby. What is this? I'm showing what?
Strength.
strength,
Strength.
What about this?
hand,
Hand. What about this?
man,
Man.
Man.
What about this?
Fire.
Water.
Fire.
Fire.
Right, right. So through storytelling, you can start recognizing and remember the characters. In order to integrate it, you have to use Quizlet. Because without flashcards and without revising these characters every day, it will vanish often from your mind. That's just for sure. And in Chinese, reading and recognizing characters are super easy and much more simpler than writing characters. And the good part is you don't even have to write characters. क्या करोगे लिख के? सब कुछ तो आजकल फोन पे होता है, सब कुछ तो कंप्यूटर पे होता है. So you don't really need to write characters anymore. It's okay to read and type characters, and that is enough for you. And reading and typing characters in Chinese are super simple. That's why I call this language is actually one of the easy and logical languages in the world. But if you add writing to it and your career or goal demands that you remember the writing part of the character as well, this is the hardest language in this planet. It is, no doubt about it. Because writing and remembering characters is extremely hard. I have been through that. मैंने अपनी लाइफ के 7 साल में 3 साल खाली राइटिंग में ही लगाए हैं. इमेजिन दैट. 4 साल अगर स्पीकिंग लिसनिंग में लगे तो 3 साल खाली राइटिंग में लगे हैं. So writing is extremely difficult and I wouldn't disagree with that. But please know that अगर आपका गोल कुछ और है तो आपको अपनी डिफिकल्टी बढ़ाने की जरूरत नहीं है. पर अगर आप टीचर बनना चाहते हो सो गुड लक. हो जाएगा, टाइम लगेगा. So yeah, so even if you go to any washrooms, this is like the character for female and this is the character for male. Male. This is how you will see it.
The female one also looks like A, like as in the Devanagari A.
Devanagari A. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So again, if you imagine visual that way and you can remember women that way, like that also works. So see how you can remember this as a woman character to memorize it. Now, next part, I am going to show you some more example of the compound characters. Okay. Compound characters mein another example is if you see fire and woods together, what character do we get? Character for?
Forest burning.
Yes. So just the word for burning will have tree and fire together. Now here we have a sun and a moon. If you put them together, we get the character for bright. Bright. Another thing, we have a roof and a pig. What do you think roof and a pig represents?
Pigsty?
Slaughterhouse.
5,000 years ago, what does it used to represent?
Farmhouse.
Shelter.
Very close, very close. So the thing is, if you guys have a roof over your head and you have a pig to like raise, that means you have a stable income household because पैसा है तभी pig को चारा दे पा रहे हो. So this basically character represents the character for home, family, house. So home, family, house is represented by roof and pig. That's why we have a concept of piggy bank because pig represents wealth. We don't have horse bank, ox bank, dog bank. We have a piggy bank. It's coming from there because pig represents wealth in China. What about next one? Next is easier. What is this guy doing on the tree?
Leaning,
And verb.
resting,
A verb. Yes, he's resting on a tree. So the word for rest will have this word. The word for rest will have this word. ऐसे ही, there are more words. For example, we already did this, right? What is this?
wood,
Yeah, it could be wood or a tree. Both are okay to say. Wood or tree, you can say anything. What about two of them?
trees, forest,
That's actually woods. Woods, like
woods.
थोड़ा घना not बहुत घना जंगल पर हल्का. Then what is this?
Forest.
This is actually forest, 3 trees coming together. So these kind of characters exist a lot in Mandarin as well. And if you go to any forest park, right, they have the word for forest is called sunlin, sunlin. So imagine if you go to China without taking my course and you see these characters, you'll be like, क्या लैंग्वेज है इनकी, कुछ समझ नहीं आता, क्या लिखते हैं, क्या है. But now just because you have attended this 40 minutes of session on characters, if you by chance see this kind of character, it would not look strange to you. You can actually decode it कि अच्छा ये तो 3 trees आ रहे हैं, 2 tree है साथ में, अच्छा फॉरेस्ट से रिलेटेड कुछ तो है ये. So that is the power of learning and storytelling also. We have one more, last one, fire. If there are 2 fire, it's called burning hot, and if there are 3 fire, it literally means flames, flames. So if any one of you have taken the character for like Yan, which is king, it has this character, 2 fire together. 2 fire together. That's it. How much time do we have? Okay, we have 15 minutes. So just understand how to learn Chinese characters. Learning Chinese characters are same as playing Lego. Anybody can tell me how do you play Lego?
Stacking one on the other.
Perfect. So you first basically learn all of these bricks and then you start building the buildings. Okay. So when you in terms of like what do you call linguistic terms, ये single जो ये characters हैं, इनको हम characters भी बोलते हैं, but इनको हम components भी बोलते हैं, और sometimes we also call them radicals. ये जो single components है ऐसे in the form of radical, ये हमारी Chinese में 200 हैं. अगर ये 200 radicals आप master कर लेते हो, आप कोई भी complex character बहुत easily you learn कर सकते हो. ठीक है. Obviously we don't do all of them together 200, we do it as we go along, but the way it functions is Chinese में there is something called radicals, and they are very limited. There are 200 radicals and all the Chinese characters are made up of these 200 radicals. ठीक है. सो ये रेडिकल्स को ज्वाइन कर करके ऐसे कॉम्प्लेक्स चाइनीज कैरेक्टर बनते हैं. ये कॉम्प्लेक्स कैरेक्टर्स को हम कैरेक्टर ही बोलते हैं. इनको आप कॉम्पोनेंट नहीं बोल सकते, इनको आप रेडिकल भी नहीं बोल सकते, बट आप ऐसे बात कर सकते हो कि इस कैरेक्टर के अंदर सन रेडिकल आ रहा है, मून रेडिकल आ रहा है, ऐसे आप बात कर सकते हो. और हम ऐसी बात कर करके सीखेंगे चीजें. लेट मी गिव यू वन मोर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस. वेट. सो चाइनीज कैरेक्टर्स रैंडम डिजाइन नहीं है, दे आर कंटेनिंग पैटर्न्स. तो अभी एक और पैटर्न देखो, जैसे अभी हमने स्क्वायर किया माउथ. अब मैं आपको क्या बताऊंगी, जब व्हेन वी आर गोना डू कॉम्प्लेक्स कैरेक्टर्स, लेट्स द कैरेक्टर फॉर स्पीक, टू कॉल और टू ईट. सो आई एम गोना टेल यू कि स्पीक में देखो माउथ रेडिकल आ रहा है, कॉल में माउथ रेडिकल आ रहा है, ईट में भी माउथ रेडिकल आ रहा है. तो सम पार्ट ऑफ द कैरेक्टर्स वी आर गोना लर्न लाइक दिस कि अच्छा इसमें अंदर देखो रेडिकल्स क्या है, आप अंडरस्टैंड करो. और बाकी का पार्ट हम लोग स्टोरी टेलिंग के थ्रू करेंगे. आई हैव पिक्चर्स फॉर एवरीथिंग, तो हर चीज हम पिक्चर एंड स्टोरी टेलिंग से याद करेंगे. बट ये बहुत जरूरी है कि आप समझो कि कैसे रेडिकल्स फंक्शन कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज माउथ, बिकॉज वी ईट फ्रॉम माउथ, वी कॉल पीपल फ्रॉम माउथ, वी स्पीक फ्रॉम माउथ, वी ड्रिंक फ्रॉम माउथ. एवरीथिंग इज हैविंग अ माउथ रेडिकल. Everything is having a mouth radical. And the thing with Chinese is the more you learn, the easier it becomes. So let's say you learn this word is wood or tree. So anything that you do with wood or tree, which is basically all the words for furniture, will have this radical. So let's say wardrobe, table, chair, cup, everything will have this wood radical. Wood radical. Okay. And yeah, they just spread. They just spread. एक आप करोगे तो 10 कर लोगे. वैसा वाला situation है. That's it. And before moving forward on writing part of characters, let us now look at these characters one more time and see how much you can recognize. ये ना मुझे एक मिनट. हाँ ठीक है. Can you tell me what is this character now?
Feel.
Sorry,
No.
what is this? What is this? I made it a drawing like this for this. Anybody?
Sun.
Sun.
Sun. Yeah. What about this? It looks like a crescent shape.
Moon.
Very
Moon.
good. What about this?
Water.
Water.
Water. So this is just a font thing, but imagine this is a single line. What is this?
One.
One. Very good. What is this?
Rain.
Very good. ये अंदर के rain drops हैं ये. Next one.
Woods.
Woods. What about this? Is
Door.
a traditional character for door. Very good. What about this?
Person.
Person. What about this? If you can't recognize, I'm gonna draw a little bit.
Tree.
Tree.
Yeah, it's a character for tree. What about this?
Mountain.
Mountain.
Mountain. What about this?
Mouth.
What about this?
Middle.
Middle. हाँ, middle. So China का जो character है, China in Chinese is 中国, 中国. So 中国के character में 中 is middle, 国 means country. कंट्री का कैरेक्टर भी बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है. ओके, कंट्री कैसे फॉर्म होती है? कंट्री फॉर्म होने के लिए आपको बाउंड्रीज चाहिए, राइट? आप आज कहीं पे भी जाते हो, ऑब्वियसली देयर आर बाउंड्रीज, दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव टू अप्लाई फॉर वीजा. सो द वे टू फॉर्म द कैरेक्टर फॉर कंट्री, यू नीड अ बाउंड्री. अब बाउंड्री के अंदर पैसा होगा तभी आप कंट्री चला सकते हो. यू नीड मनी टू रन द कंट्री. द वे मनी इज रिप्रेजेंटेड इन चाइनीज इज थ्रू जेड. Jade is a very precious stone in China. Now, jade in Chinese is drawn like this. So, ये अंदर इसके jade radical आ जाता है basically. And that's how the character of a country is getting formed. What about this one? What is this?
Forest.
Forest.
Pot. What about this?
Hot.
Fire.
Pot.
Fire.
Fire.
Like
Yeah.
fire. Fire.
Even the character for hot, fire is there. Yeah. Anything that is related to hot, boil, a firecracker will have the character. Radical. I'll call them radical. These all are radicals, okay? Except this. This is not a radical. Why? Because it's combining two radicals to form this. This is also not a radical. Rest, all of them are radicals. So, yeah.
So the combined ones are characters and just
Yeah.
standalones are radicals.
Standalones, we call them characters, but we also call them radicals. We call them
Radicals.
characters and radicals both. Yeah. ठीक है. बट अगर ये कॉम्प्लेक्स वाले जो हैं उसको मैं बोलूंगी कि अच्छा इसके अंदर ट्री रेडिकल आ रहा है, ऐसे बात करूंगी मैं. इसके अंदर 3 ट्री रेडिकल्स आ रहे हैं. दिस इज हाउ आई विल टॉक. Okay. Great. You guys were really good at recognition. The last part I am going to do is how should we learn to write characters? So there are few things that you should be knowing around Chinese characters. ये तो कहीं सिखाया नहीं जाता है. Like even in my university, nobody taught me this. But I don't know, over the time, I have realized doing this is slightly helps you understanding how Chinese people learn characters and how writing works. So this is just like a very small theory part on writing characters, okay? If you want to write characters, there are 3 parts to learn. Obviously, our goal is to read and recognize characters, but reading and recognize will go through writing. तो मेरी क्लासेस में आप एटलीस्ट एक कैरेक्टर 5 बार लिखोगे और उसके बाद आप फिर कभी नहीं लिखोगे. उसके बाद खाली आप क्विजलेट के थ्रू उसको रीडिंग एंड recognize करोगे और you will read articles and remember the characters. But लिखते हम हैं characters. First time तो हमें लिखना ही पड़ेगा. तो कैरेक्टर्स लिखने के लिए you should know 2-3 things about characters. One is something called strokes, another is stroke order, another is structural patterns, and then something called radicals. Now, the strokes in Chinese are lines. For example, मैंने A ड्रॉ किया. A के अंदर कितने strokes हैं? Can anybody tell me?
3.
Very good. You were able to tell, right? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. राइट बस ये स्ट्रोक्स से ही सारे कैरेक्टर्स बनते हैं. सो फॉर एग्जांपल ए बनाने के लिए ये लेफ्ट फॉलिंग है, ये राइट फॉलिंग है और ये एक हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन है. ऐसे हमारा ए बन गया. ऐसे ही बाकी चाइनीज कैरेक्टर्स भी बनते हैं. तो वी आर गोना क्विकली जस्ट राइट दीज 10 बेसिक स्ट्रोक्स दैट वी हैव इन चाइनीज इन योर प्रिंट आउट शीट. Everybody should have this printout sheet. I'm just opening the sheet. So ये एक्चुअल राइटिंग तो हम कल की क्लास में करेंगे. वेडनेसडे की क्लास में करेंगे, अभी हम खाली एक स्ट्रोक्स राइटिंग करेंगे. This should you should have this. In case someone has not get the printout, please just write in your notebook. So you have to do nothing. The first two strokes are literally horizontal lines. So you just have to trace, just to start getting the feel of strokes, all kind of strokes that exist to make the Chinese character. Another stroke is vertical line. That's it. Simple lines you have to draw. Another stroke is left falling. Another stroke is right falling. You finish till here and then we'll move forward. If you have any questions, please ask me. If not, if you're done, just say howla, then I'll move forward. You just have to trace. Don't worry about is it gonna be thick or thin, it's just font. Don't worry about the thickness. You just draw like a pen, like a normal lines. जैसे A draw करते हो, capital A. वैसे ही lines draw करनी.
Howla.
Howla.
Anybody hi में how? Okay, everybody's howla. Okay, next four, just look at it and then draw on your own. Next four को, the first one I called it a dot. Chinese में very interestingly कभी भी dot calligraphy में ना ऐसा dot नहीं बनाते. Why? Calligraphy brush में या तो आपका हाथ left में चलता है या right में चलता है. So this is like a dot. Next one I call it a tick mark because ये नीचे से ऊपर जा रहा है character. नीचे से ऊपर, नीचे से ऊपर, नीचे से ऊपर. Uske next one is another horizontal line, but it is also coming with a hook. Horizontal line with a hook. And the next one is a vertical with a hook. Vertical line with a hook. So Chinese में दो तरह का होगा, एक normal line होगी, एक normal line with a hook. Normal line with a hook. Draw that.
Howla.
Hala.
Howla.
Allah.
Alrighty. Next few characters. So now again hook is coming. So this is a left falling hook and this is a right falling hook. Left falling hook and right falling hook. Just trace it. Just trace it. If you're done till here, these are basic strokes in Chinese. Now, after this, whatever strokes you are seeing, these are called substrokes. Substrokes is nothing but like basically आपके major basic strokes से और variations आ रही है. तो variation total तो 36 है, but मैंने 6-7 डाली हुई है so that you can get like a feel for it कि variations कैसे आती हैं. So for example now ये जो आपका right falling है, it's gonna fall from downwards. ये right falling ही है but थोड़ा different shape में आ रहा है. Then we have a horizontal vertical combine. Then we have a this is vertical horizontal combine, then horizontal vertical combine, then vertical horizontal hook. तो बस ऐसी combinations है. Just trace it to just get the feel of it. Trace all the characters till the end. ये last के दो जो हैं, एक है left falling, right falling coming together. Then there is vertical, horizontal, vertical hook. इसके ये चाइनीज नाम कुछ याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जस्ट फॉर द फील ऑफ इट वी आर राइटिंग इट.
The last one, that's a hook, right? Like the last.
Yeah, the last one is a hook. Yeah, is a hook.
And even shoe one go, that's also a hook there, or is it a font?
2-1 go. This is a hook. This is coming as a hook. Hmm. That's it. In the next class, I'm gonna just go through. Actually, stroke order तो अभी कर लेते हैं. अब इसमें कुछ लिखना नहीं है. 2 मिनट आपको खाली समझना है. Stroke order क्या होता है चाइनीज के अंदर? It refers to the order in which the stroke of a Chinese character are written. आप लोगों ने कभी नोटिस किया द वे यू राइट इंग्लिश इज ऑल्सो इन अ वेरी लॉजिकल वे. लाइक आप कभी भी एफ ऐसे नहीं लिखते हो, या एस को ऐसे नहीं लिखते हो, जेड को नीचे से ऊपर नहीं लिखते हो. ऐसा क्यों है?
But
एनी लॉजिक?
I just have a question though, but
या
okay, like with English, of course, because we've studied it all our lives,
या
it makes sense to go in a certain direction. But
राइट
with the characters, because we're combining these different strokes and
या
because they're all like individual lines coming together,
या
why does the order still matter?
because if you are gonna make it whatever you want, for example, even if you're writing strokes, right? Now I ask you to, let's say, write like a complex character like this, and if you do not know the order, आप अपनी मर्जी से कहीं से कोई भी character start कर लोगे. And if you're gonna do it with all the characters, your handwriting can never get fast. Even in English, your teacher has told you to write English in a certain way, is to just make you subconsciously write faster. That is the only reason. And there is no other reason why your teacher have asked you to write A 30 times in the same manner. And that's how Chinese character writing also works. We ask you to write same character 30 times until your hand just register that अच्छा इसको तो ऐसे ही लिखना है. Because if you keep writing in different manner, your handwriting can never get faster. Okay. So the way in like English we have some sort of a order, in Mandarin also we have an order. You just have to know this fact. That's it. And I'm just going to show you some of the order. Very simple. That in Chinese the horizontal character comes before vertical. Left characters comes before the right. Top character comes before the bottom. So like let's say if there is this kind of character, it's going to be top and then bottom. You can't do bottom and top. That's a wrong way of writing. If this kind of character is coming, you have to like draw the middle before two sides. You can't do like, nahi, galat hai. You have to draw middle, then two sides. Like there is a pattern to write and we follow that pattern. Same with the outside to inside. Outside to inside से कि पहले इसको background बनाओ, फिर इसके अंदर writing डालो, character lines डालो. And inside before closing says कि आप अपना आउटलाइन बना लो, उसके अंदर जो डालना है डालो, फिर उस कैरेक्टर को क्लोज करो. सो यू कांट मेक अ कैरेक्टर लाइक पहले बॉक्स बनाया फिर उसके अंदर ऐसे लाइन डाल दी. वी कांट डू दैट. You have to first draw the line, you put the inside and then close it. These are certain rules that in writing we have. Just for your knowledge, awareness, ठीक है? इसको कुछ याद वाद करने की जरूरत नहीं है. पता होना चाहिए आपको कि चाइनीज लोग कितना स्ट्रगल करते हैं. बेचारों के खून के हाथ एकदम, क्योंकि उन बेचारों को 50-50 बार एक एक कैरेक्टर लिखना पड़ता है बचपन से. इमेजिन everything and with all the rules. and मैं हमें भी लिखना पड़ा था. like if you're pursuing this academically, हमारा तो एग्जाम होता था जिसके अंदर हमारी टीचर दे देती थी कि ये यूए का कैरेक्टर है, इसका स्ट्रोक ऑर्डर लिखो. अब ये तो बहुत सिंपल कैरेक्टर है, मैं और कॉम्प्लेक्स कैरेक्टर देके बोला जाता था इसका स्ट्रोक ऑर्डर लिखो, तो हमें ऐसे लिखना होता था एक एक. अगर कोई गलती हुई तो मार्क्स कट जाएंगे. तो हमारे टाइम पे तो ऐसे होता था. Last thing that I want to share with you is something called structural patterns. Structural patterns helps you recognizing the patterns in which Chinese characters are putting together. अब आप देखो एक बॉक्स के अंदर एक चाइनीज कैरेक्टर इतना सिंपली डाला हुआ है और एक कॉम्प्लेक्स कैरेक्टर भी बड़ा सिंपली आ रहा है. कैसे? बिकॉज ये सब पैटर्न फॉलो करते हैं. जैसे कि ये जो कंपोनेंट्स मैंने बताए थे, रेडिकल्स जो कि डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते आप, है ना, वो लोग ऐसा सिंगल बॉडी में आ जाते हैं. like एक ही बॉक्स के अंदर you can like draw the characters single body. But let's say if there is a complex character which have two radicals, so those radicals can either come in a left right format, ki one radical coming here, one here, to form like one complex character which is called left right, or it can come in the form of up and down. Up and down is like this, two characters coming together or three characters coming together, or it can come in the form of triplet. three characters, components coming together, or in the form of triangle, ulta triangle. Just see certain characters that are written down. What do you think this one is? Is it a left, right? Is it a triplet? Is it a up and down? Can you sense the pattern?
Left, right.
Anybody else? What do you guys think? Is it left, right, or there's more to this pattern? Okay, easy से start करते हैं. What do you guys think is this? Is this a single body, left, right, triplet pattern? What is it?
Single.
Single body. What is the साथ वाला? This is left, right, up and down, triplet.
Up and
Up
down.
and down.
Very good. This is up and down. What about this one?
Left, right.
Left, right.
Left, right. What about this one?
Up and down.
Think
Triplet.
again.
Triplet, triplet.
The triplet. What about this one?
Single.
Single.
Good. What about this one?
Left, right.
Left,
What
right.
about this one?
Triplet.
A
Very
triplet.
good. This is again a triplet. Again, coming back to this. What is this?
Triplet.
Very good. This is a triplet. These are three single component coming together. It looks like this only. Triplet है ये. It's not a left right. Left right खाली दो ही हैं. आप नोटिस करो, दो ही है. इसमें देखो तीन आ रहे हैं. ये क्या है?
Double.
हाँ, left and right. Left and
Left.
right. What about this?
Single.
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 What about this?
Left and right.
Yes, this is also left and right. Very good, very good. तो बस यही है कि कॉम्प्लेक्स कैरेक्टर्स में अब आप पैटर्न्स देख सकते हो. पैटर्न्स देखने से क्या होता है कि आप अपने आप ना आपकी रिकग्निशन बेटर होगी. वो आपको धीरे धीरे पता चलेगा जब आप कैरेक्टर्स क्लास करोगे कि कैसे रिकग्निशन बेटर होती है पैटर्न्स पता होने से. But that's it. That is what I just wanted to teach you. And last kind of pattern that we have is something called surround, where it basically says कि आप कुछ भी अंदर character डाल दो. It can be surrounded like 4 boxes, or it can be like नीचे, it can be ऊपर, it can be left, it can be right. In any format it can come. Yeah, that's it. Now that you have all the knowledge, next class we are going to directly jump into writing characters, starting from writing numbers 1 to 10 and learning how to write ni hao, and typing also ni hao, nin hao, and how to say I speak Chinese or shui chungwan. And that's it. Okay, and we are also going to have a role play. I'm going to give you like 15 minutes to perform a role play. Prepare and then perform. So 1 hour again characters, 1 hour again speaking class is going to happen. Yeah. Any questions? Okay. For speaking class, guys, मैं आप लोगों को advance में ना वो भेज दूंगी, क्या कहते हैं, write-ups. उसको ना खाली read करो. 你要吃什么？我要吃鸡肉。你要喝什么？just read करके आओ. ठीक है? क्लास में आने के बाद when you're doing actual preparation, right, आप उसमें से कुछ lines ले सकते हो, कुछ अपनी खुद की डाल सकते हो. You can put your own lines and you can take something, but read those lines because it will help you start framing your questions and answers in your head. Then you can elaborate as well. Okay? That's it. All right then. I hope you enjoyed the class. Just very quick check-in. How did you guys feel about the character class, especially those who have never done it before? Meet. One word for characters class, or you can speak one sentence also. Works.
It is like a gate, a new gate has opened, a new portal to a new world, and I have never seen anything like this. I'm excited.
Okay, great. Good to know. Excited. What about you, Sanskriti?
I thought it was quite fun. Felt like drawing. So I enjoyed.
Okay, great. Yeah, the drawing part will come Wednesday, so I'm excited how you guys feel about that. What about you, Shruti?
It was quite interesting to see the evolution of characters. It was very interesting.
Yeah. And now you will, I think, understand better as well when you come to our offline meetup as well. So, because I'm gonna do a lot of characters also in the meetups as well. So good. What about you, Akshat?
Yeah, it felt like drawing.
ड्राइंग या so please
Strokes.
treat characters as doodles. So क्योंकि आप प्रेशर डालोगे ना कि अरे ये क्या है, तो वो वैसे ही लगेगा। अगर उसको समझोगे कि डूडलिंग कर रहा हूँ तो हाँ, it will really help you make it feel very easy. Great. Varun, did you learn anything new, or you were also taught the same way in your class?
It was
I too
same.
forgot. It was the
It was
same way.
similar.
Okay.
But one thing is like when Chinese and Japanese people write kanjis, they write it in very rough way. It's not at all readable. So
Yeah.
if even if you're writing in such a rough way, like not this clean, they will understand.
Yeah.
So when I write kanji, my address, home address, I write it in very very bad way.
Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
but they somehow understand. They're like, "Wow, you're
Understood.
writing good." I'm like, "Okay, bro, you understood it. That's all
Yeah,
that."
and that comes after years and years of practice. Yeah. That happens. All right. Great. Thank you so much for joining the class. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. 再见.
再见。
Shame.
晚安，谢
谢谢老师。
谢。